Hello, and welcome to the First Principles channel, where we teach you to live your best life possible by looking at things from the first principle. Meet Frank and Gina. Frank and Gina have been married for 20 years. Both of them work, and they've been working for about 25 years. They live mostly below their means and have saved to buy a house about 10 years ago. And they travel on holiday twice a year. They combine their incomes to pay their bills. They have some money saved up in the account. However, Frank and Gina are not happy. Why? Because Frank and Gina are having financial difficulties. Uh, Frank lost his job 9 months ago, and over the last 6 months, they've depleted their savings, and Frank has not been able to find a new job. And this makes it difficult for Gina to cope. They seem to be living from paycheck to paycheck, and well, as you can imagine, Gina's paycheck is what they're living on. So she's becoming resentful of the fact that Frank is not earning an income. So the love is not working at the moment. Now, on the other hand, here's Chuck and Sandra. Similar to Frank and Gina, Chuck and Sandra have been married for a while. Chuck also lost his job 9 months ago. Chuck has also been unable to get a new job. Chuck and Sandra are living off Sandra's income. However, and this is the big but, Chuck and Sandra are happy in their marriage in spite of what has happened to Chuck. Sandra doesn't seem to mind being the bread. So the question is, what's the difference between Frank and Gina and Chuck and Sandra? Why are Frank and Gina not happy? And why is Gina resentful while Chuck and Sandra are happy? And Sandra seems to be happy with the fact that only one income is supporting their household at this time, given that their situations seem to be similar. The trick is Chuck and Sandra track their expenses versus their income on a monthly basis. That means that because they have an awareness of where the money is going, they did not panic when Chuck lost his job because they were able to identify specific expenses that they could knock off because of the reduced income that came from Chuck losing his job. Frank and Gina, on the other hand, do not track their monthly expenses, and as such, when Frank lost his job and has been unable to find another job, they have been living in panic mode ever since. And you know, when you make decisions based on panic, a lot of things go south, and relationships tend to suffer when finances do not seem to be stacking up based on what the couple. So, what's the moral of this story? Keep track of your expenses. It's as simple as that. Get an Excel file, download your bank account into Excel, group expenses together, and at the end of each month, have an idea where the money is going. A lot of us know where our money is coming from because we know how much we earn each month. However, two-thirds of Americans, for example, do not keep track of their expenses. And what you don't know, you fear. That's the simple truth. What you don't know, you fear. And the only way to know about your expenses is to keep track of them. Write them on a sheet of paper, put them in Excel, download your bank account, track everything you spend, and you'll be able to see where the money is going. And when you see where the money is going, you will know what to do to reduce the expenses and any leakages that may happen. Why do you have to do so? It helps you to determine what is a nice to have and what is a must have, and what you're spending on a nice to have versus a must have. So, as an example, a nice to have is that brand new pair of Gucci shoes. A nice to have is eating out twice a week or once a week. A nice to have is that coffee you buy from Starbucks on your way to work or during lunch hour. Those are nice to have. Must haves is your mortgage if you have bought a house on mortgage. Must have is certain grocery bills that you incur. Must have is your ticket, your bus, train, or any other ticket that you have to buy for you to go to work every day. So it's always important when you can download your expenses from your bank account or your card statement and you can group expenses together and see where the money is going in real time. And that helps you to be able to plan where you can save. And trust me, if you can save, for example, 50 quid a week from just eating out as a family, that's 200 quid in a month. 200 quid in a month times 12, you know what you can do with that kind of money in investing or savings or paying down on your mortgage extra. You're also ready when you have such knowledge of being able to track your expenses, you're ready to handle emergencies because you know exactly what the nice to haves are and what the must haves are. And when there is income that has been reduced, then you can plan to say, hey, I can stop spending on this amount. And if I manage myself properly, I will be fine. And just that simple knowledge reduces the emergencies, it reduces the panic, it reduces you taking wrong, uninformed decisions in your life. And as we said, knowing what you spend helps you to be able to determine how much more you can save, where you can squeeze more of your expenses so you get more money. And if you can save more, you're well on your way on the path to financial freedom. It's been recorded that couples who are able to track expenses increase the accountability between themselves, and this mutual accountability and transparency increases trust, reduces arguments, and builds love. So, who doesn't want a better relationship? Tracking your expense brings more love in the house. So, let's be like Chuck and Sandra and not like Frank and Gina. Track your expenses today so you know where the money is going and you have better. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video and we hope you learned something or two to help you live life in the first principles and live a happier life. Please leave any comment that you want to share below, whether it's something you agree with, whether it's a question you want to ask, or even something you don't agree with. We'll be happy to hear from you. And if you like this video, please share amongst your network on social media, tag people that you think would want to watch this video and learn from it and help spread the word. And of course, click the like button or even the unlike button or dislike button, whatever it is, to show what you feel about this video. We're always happy. And always get in touch with us or follow us on our social media. Search for The First Principles on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Instagram. And be sure to follow us and check out more videos that are coming from us. Thanks for watching.